Hello, my name is Amanda Mushal, and I've been asked to say a few words today about pledging. I should start by saying that I'm relatively new to pledging myself. I only started attending Circular back in 2019 and pledged for the first time in 2021. But I grew up with a mother who worked for our church office, and so I know how important pledging is for budgeting purposes. Thinking about pledging can also be a chance to reflect on what Circular means to each of us. The first time I attended Circular, I felt like I had come home. And that's a feeling that has only grown stronger over the years since then. Even when I'm not in town or I'm unable to be here in person, it means a lot to know that I have a Circular home here in Charleston. It's having a chance to connect with kindred spirits, whether it's in small group meetings, whether it's on Sunday mornings, whether it's reading the green roof, whether it's decorating for Christmas. All of these are chances to meet people who are sort of on a journey together. It's also been incredibly important to me to have a spiritual home, sort of no matter where I am on my spiritual journey. And since we've started live streaming, it also means it's a place where we can be together even when we're not physically present together. I should also admit that as part of this giving campaign, I don't give as much as I wish I could. I give as much as I'm able. We all have many commitments on our resources. Many of those are expressions of our spiritual life and our desire to create a better world. It's worth remembering, though, that for many of us, Circular is a sort of a wellspring for that. It's a place where we come back to ground ourselves for that work. It's a place that's really a source for that work. And now for some of the nuts and bolts. During COVID, I actually began pledging online for the first time and giving online. And what I found is that actually makes pledging easier. That I've set up so that I do a monthly donation, and really pledging just means letting the finance ministry group know how much to expect from me. An important thing also to remember is that there are only two people in this world who know how much you pledge. One is the finance manager, and one is the Circular administrator. And they know that for bookkeeping purposes, and they can help you with your sort of the nuts and bolts of pledging. The finance ministry doesn't know the details of your individual pledge. Neither does Jeremy, neither does Evelyn or Brandy. So there's no judgment in terms of how much you give. Also, what you pledge is an intention of your giving. And if something changes over the course of the year and you're not able to fulfill that pledge, that's okay too. People understand. Maybe next year you can give more, but that is an intention of your plans. Finally, one rookie mistake. The first year that I pledged, I made my pledge and then I religiously put my cash in the collection plate every Sunday. And I realized about halfway through the year that there was absolutely no way for the finance manager to connect that cash to my pledge. So if you do give physically, just be sure that you're either putting your pledge in a pledge envelope or marking on a check that this is in fact part of your pledge donation. All goes to the same place in the end, but it makes the bookkeeping a lot easier. Finally, thank you very much for all that you do for Circular, for what you give in terms of financial resources, and for what all of us give in terms of making this a community for us all to call home.